What's going on, guys? So if you watched my last video, you know that I got a head start on building that new streaming gaming PC that's supposed to go here in the film set, here in the studio. And if you watched that video, you also know that I bricked the $1,000 motherboard that's supposed to go in that build. If you want details on just how much of an idiot I am, go ahead and check that video out. But basically what that means is that build has been put on hold. In case you didn't see that video, it's an ASRock X570 Aqua, very limited kind of edition board. So I asked ASRock if they had any replacements, if they could send me a replacement. They said that they don't have any right now, but they offered to take a look at my board, the one that I bricked, and see if they can fix it in-house. So I've got to send it out today, which means that build is, gonna be delayed. But the show must go on. I don't wanna keep that from making any progress on the gaming area. So right here, actually I'll turn the camera around. You don't need to see my face. So this is where the gaming area is gonna be. The wall-mounted PC was gonna go right there, smack in the middle of the wall, and then the monitors underneath it. These are LG UltraGear 27950G, oh God, what's the 27GN950, thank you Google. So these are 4K, 144 Hertz, IPS, 1 millisecond response time, G-Sync, HDR. I mean, these things are fully loaded. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this when it comes to gaming panels here in late 2020. So anyway, I've got 3 of them, and today we're gonna mount them to the wall. Ideally, I wanted to get the PC mounted first so that the monitors wouldn't be in the way when I do that, but it is what it is, and now we got to do it this way. So kind of in reverse order here. It's not going to be quite as convenient, but I'm going to work with it. I really just kind of want to get this ball rolling. So we're going to be mounting those to the wall today. This is really the first time I've ever done kind of a more, I don't know, full-scale floating panel setup. I have mounted plenty of screens to the wall in the past, but they've all been TVs, I think, for the most part, if I remember correctly. This is the first time I've ever done something like this with actual gaming monitors. So I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be really easy, super straightforward. It is gonna take some time though, and to get everything just right and level, but it should be pretty cool. And I think I've got a pretty good situation here, a good positioning. So the 3 panels aren't exactly in the middle between the edge of the tables. So from that edge to that edge, you can see it's kind of offset to the left a little bit. If I move the panels too far to the right, then I don't really have as much room with my desk chair. I might even get a different gaming chair or something like that. That might be bigger. So, I don't want to be brushing up against the side of this desk or this tabletop here. So I kind of moved it to the left a little bit. That also leaves a bit more space if I wanted to throw in like, I don't know, put like a thin PC. It'd have to be fairly thin, but there's definitely chassis that'll fit there in that little nook. And plus, I mean, I can always switch things up, right? These are adjustable arms. These are Amazon Basics, so they're pretty affordable, but the quality is really nice, and they're fully adjustable, swivel arms and stuff. So if I decide later down the line that I do want to center these monitors, move them over to the right or even to the left a little bit more, I can always switch it up. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Let's get started.
Before we continue, this video is sponsored by the PowerColor RX 6800 XT Red Devil. Featuring a custom 14+2 phase VRM with Dr. Moss and high polymer caps, experience maximum reliability and overclocking potential with this thoughtfully engineered GPU. The triple fan design and massive heatsink offer a cool and quiet experience that topped the charts in our testing, and the unique RGB implementation gives the card an aggressive aesthetic that complements its high-end performance. To learn more about the PowerColor RX 6800 XT Red Devil, click on the link below.
Here they are, looking good. Really digging how this is looking so far. Oh my goodness, the floating panel aesthetic is really doing it for me. It's really nice. Couple things to talk about here. First of all, look at that sexy desk mat. You know you want one. We are restocking these soon. Hopefully January, mid-January to end of January, should be back in stock. But first thing I should mention is I definitely need to buy some longer DisplayPort cables because these 6-footers just aren't cutting it right now. I am running the power cables for the monitors through the wall right now. I know you're not supposed to do that, so I'm probably gonna find a more permanent solution for that soon. Probably using those in-wall power bridges. So you can see right here next to each wall mount, I actually drilled a 1.5-inch hole using a spade bit. So there you go. That's going to be where all the DisplayPort cables are going to be passed through, and the power cables as well. Once I get those power bridges, I'm going to have to get a power bridge for the PC for sure, because that's going to be a lot. That cable is going to be carrying a lot of voltage, especially when the system's under load and stuff. So I'll be doing it proper at some point. But for now, it's just wanted to get them up there. I messed up. I initially mounted them a lot lower. I thought I wanted the monitors a lot lower than I did. So you can see I drilled a hole right there, drilled another hole right there. They're little and I can patch them up really quickly, so it's not a big deal. But initially, yeah, I mounted them a little too low and I was like, no, I want them higher. Yeah, the monitors are adjustable and stuff, so I could have still had the panels at this height, even with the actual wall mount that low, but then you'd be able to see the wall mount sticking out from beneath the monitors, which wouldn't look good at all. So now they're all hidden, at least when you're looking at it straight on. So that's nice. And I've got the displays in the perfect position right now. So if I sit down right here, give you a first person view. Oh, it really fills up the screen, doesn't it? So yeah, this is just me sitting comfortably. Left, right, down. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. These wall mounts are actually very nice, super high quality. I mean, Amazon Basics I feel like is hit or miss most of the time, but these ones are really nice. Whatever OEM they're using, pretty solid. Oh, I forgot the cap on this one. Where is it? There we go. But yeah, full range of motion, tilt, swivel, pivot, and all that good stuff. They do it all. They do it all. So very happy with how that turned out. So I was starting to think about, you know, my next steps here and what I'm going to do once the PC is mounted up top. Obviously, I'm going to have the inline power bridge that's going to drop down through the wall, and that'll be for power. But then I was also thinking how I'm going to connect everything else, like a webcam, keyboard, mouse, headset, all that stuff. I'm basically planning to just run one USB cable, like an extension USB cable, drop that down through the ceiling, and then on the other end, I'll connect a USB hub with like 10 ports on it or something. So I can just anytime I want to connect something new, assuming that it's USB, I don't have to run it through the wall. That would be a huge pain in the neck. So I think that's going to be a pretty elegant solution, which also means that whatever audio setup I go with is going to have to be USB as well to reduce cable clutter. So I have to find a good USB mic as opposed to an analog 3.5mm option. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far, and it's getting me really excited to fill out the rest of this corner. This is really the only bit of progress that we've made here apart from installing the desks. So it's really nice to, it just makes me really happy that I did end up building this wall. I was 50-50 for so long. I was like, should I build it? Should I build it? I'm so glad I did, because it can just support so much more weight, I think, than the other walls in this studio, particularly because it's got wood studs and they're just a lot easier to work with than those thin metal studs that are in the rest of the building. And this wall is not going anywhere. They secured the hell out of it. There's a wooden post that's actually bolted into the ceiling, which is concrete, as well as into the floor. So this corner of the wall isn't gonna flex at all, no matter how much weight we put on here. I mean, within reason, right? I mean, at the very least, it can definitely handle the weight of 3 monitors and that PC. Once it's all done, should be able to handle it no problem. I think that's pretty much it though. Oh, I did want to mention that I may get some like rubber grommets for these holes, just so they're a bit more covered up and it'll look cleaner, you know, as opposed to just like a raw hole that I clearly just drilled. So that'll look nice. If you guys have any suggestions on what else I should do with this corner of the film set, please let me know, because I haven't really decided on anything. Nothing's set in stone. I've got some ideas floating around, but you guys know I could always use your suggestions, so feel free to let me know what else I should put here. There's a lot of real estate. But I think I'm gonna cut it off here, guys. I know this was a short video. I've got so much stuff going on, so unfortunately that's all the time I have today for a video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Toss a like if you did, subscribe to the channel for more tech content on the way, and I'll see you guys in the next video.